Yo, welcome. So, news on the internet is that Jamaican dancehall artist Chronic Law has surpassed the Vybz Kartel with streams for 2022. And we want to say first and foremost, before we go in, congratulations to Chronic Law, you know what I mean? Because this is no normal feat. Vybz Kartel has been on top of the dancehall genre for over a decade now, consistently. And for a newcomer to dethrone him on YouTube, that's quite an accomplishment. Some persons are saying that he has overtaken Vybz Kartel, therefore Vybz Kartel's relevance is no more. And that within itself would seem like maybe it's sarcasm or even an oxymoron, because the mere fact that you are comparing an artist that just broke to Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean, a man who is incarcerated and is barely releasing songs, but you have edged him out on YouTube, and it is considered an accomplishment. That goes to show you how much Vybz Kartel is actually leading. That actually gives Vybz Kartel more credit to me, you know what I mean, because for him to be incarcerated, he's not touring, you know what I mean, he's not promoting, he's not marketing his stuff like the other artists are, and he is still a problem. That to me is out of this world. And so this is no slight to Vybz Kartel, and this is no indication that Vybz Kartel is not relevant, you know what I mean. This is actually more proof that Vybz Kartel is relevant, you know. And Vybz Kartel has been one of those artists who, he has picked up his streams from sheer hit single. Chronic Law has picked up his popularity online based on the pool of work that he has been putting out. Chronic Law has churned out songs after songs after songs. This artist basically release a new song almost every day or every 2 days, you know what I mean, at least every week, you know what I mean. And so by a sheer workload, that is why he was able to overtake Vybz Kartel, because of volume, you know what I mean. He is the hardest working dancehall artist and the dancehall artist who has released more songs than anyone else. And so cumulatively, Chronic Law was able to surpass Vybz Kartel on YouTube because he has been releasing so much work, you know what I mean. And for some people that are using that as a slight to Chronic Law,
he's putting out more songs than Vybz Kartel, so of course he would have more music than Vybz Kartel out, and he would get more streams because he's putting out more music.
That is not easy to do, especially because Chronic Law is not one of those artists who makes rubbish, you know what I mean. He's not one of those artists singing about bullshit like Hobia and all those crap, you know what I mean. He's one of those artists who actually spends time and croon lyrical content, you know what I mean, with good messages, and a lot of time positive messages, you know what I mean. So for him to be putting out strong content consistently and outworking everyone else, that is definitely, you know what I mean, commendable. And so he deserves his flowers for doing that. As it relates to Vybz Kartel has a lot on his plate right now, you know what I mean. His trial date is coming up, you know what I mean. His appeal, that may be his main focus, you know. He recently had a new love interest, you know what I mean. He may be focused on building stuff with his relationship right now, as well as one of the things that I noticed with Vybz Kartel in recent times, the quality of the music is not the same. Not the quality as it relates to content, the quality as it relates to production. And even if you make a good song and it's not produced properly, the chances are it might not hit because it just does not have that playback value. You know what I mean? When Vybz Kartel had that run, you know what I mean, with Not Gonna Left Me Now, just know we must get better, and songs like those, and Fever and songs like those, you know what I mean, Can't Test We and them song there, you could have heard a better quality, and as such, all of those songs are hit records, you know what I mean. So Vybz Kartel should consider working with people like TJ, you know what I mean, and Red Boom, you know, the producers that will take the time out to sit down and mix the songs properly so that the fans can get the best product. Even if you're going to record for one of these fake producers, you know what I mean, who of course don't have the skills to do mixing, you know what I mean, make sure that you tell them that, yo, send that to Red Boom, send that to TJ, or whomever can do good mixing so that we can have the best product out. You know what I mean? So in all fairness, Vybz Kartel is still Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean? But it's not a level playing field, you know. So for a man to compare Vybz Kartel right now with someone who is free and able to roam the world and promote his music all over, you know what I mean, for someone to compare that person to Vybz Kartel, it is very unfair because Vybz Kartel has many things against him right now. I'm out. Much love and respect. Happy New Year.
And flow, Garrison come back, he coming like a filler. Stack the money up, I coulda pack a villa.